Labang Up and Kanduli villages prevents PMGSY works inside West Karbi Anglong. Constantly neglected villages make own road inside Amreng constituency. A very good morning to all the viewers who is watching the news right now. You're visually baby with the latest news for today. Now the news in detail. In a latest incident that is likely to provoke anger and condemnation from all quarters of the hill districts of Karbi Anglong and the state of Assam, Khasi villagers of Labang Up and Kanduli prevented the PMGSY road construction work in the area. Due to obstruction from the Khasi villagers, the road construction work had been carried out between Langkeroy and Langhempi, following which a growing number of people of villages in the border areas have expressed their immense disappointment and anger against the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council. According to the villagers, they have been constantly threatened by Khasis of the district and Meghalaya of serious consequences if any road or other developmental works are carried out in these areas. The villager expressed their immense disappointment over the BJP government for their total failure to protect border areas, terming their claim of Parivartan as a complete big lie and empty promises. The villagers stated that the inability of the Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council to prevent such situation have led to the present scenario, terming that Meghalaya is doing Parivartan of the area and the situation.
Tang apor meeting kacini non labang so BP long te report ton pun mane kaduk ko beta kacing thor kaduk ko beta nanglar project umesen non bang ke nitio phan ke non nitio kacini tho bang ke report ton kalelo nitio marong amat Meghalaya phan nang kelar bate Meghalaya phan nang odai somsi nitio se thek long lo.
The malicious intent of some villagers have been on full display as the Khasi villagers of Lapang Up and Kanduli have prevented the construction of road under the PMGSY scheme with the aim to connect Tapat, Langkeroy with Kanduli areas inside the West Karbi Anglong district. The villagers told Karbi Anglong Live that the Khasi villagers had threatened them that they would be evicted and chased away.
Tepat tu so warna ni klaim tu Meghalaya long le. Nong senang tumla so tuar klaim bom lo te tumge ne ya kom senang tori. Ne ang tumgar bidum kan ni tumge na tumruk ni sot pladi panse. Mang tumge ni wang na sang bom.
Following this prevailing situation in the area, all eyes of the hill districts are now on the KAAC leaders and waiting to see as to what they would do. Keep mum on the matter, or would they dare to take any action?
Tang apor meeting kacini non labang so BP long te report ton pun mane kaduk ko beta kacing thor kaduk ko beta nanglar project umesen non bang ke nitio phan ke non nitio kacini tho bang ke report ton kalelo nitio marong amat Meghalaya phan nang kelar bate Meghalaya phan nang odai somsi nitio se thek long lo.
Villagers charged that a constant claim be continually made by KAAC CEM Tuliram Ronghang in all meetings that it would never let an inch of land of the hill districts of Karbi Anglong be taken away by encroachers or aggressors have now been turned into a big lie.
Tuliram Ronghang sir kipuge inchi sita Meghalaya pantapipe Nagalano pantapipe seninjeka eninjibom gemeti sinon bang kilometer sisi kibat tulo pu arlo nang kilo ngela so alang puthak ke rada so tumbang ke kechuning di bang la hello meghini pen si alang di turam sar se wang lo na dak arong rada so phan nang char yu nang tar liplo pulong te alang te chini.
Angry villagers say that their area has now been practically made as part of the Meghalaya and that the KAAC has completely failed in their commitment or protect them and that they have been abandoned by the Autonomous Council.
Meghalaya si nang parlu dak bin nong lo. Amke tum tuara velo lang hia velo hang ta velo hang puni kita long velo an non mang tum ke chini ke mia mang ke mili to phani ke lang le formen pe ke lang le dokta nang le tum ar luan lu pen complaint et lo pusini tum koi pe melo athe son na ta pi kita we athe ni tum ge school in sido LP school in sido mon ta bang so school to me master we la pen piniar nyam ta me ling som tar ke dak sido bom lang ta me ni tum phan ke nang koi rok bin nong lo tar yang long ke thek ding tum ta som se ni tum tha pe melo dang tang por bang kongres acari hutame apeka tum tame bang tang klong man sedu kilo piniar nyaman ke ni tum me khek dak lo nang li tum hanan koyok din nong son se khek long lo kasi non public.
Mere claims by elected representative of KAAC in meeting is not adequate, and it's high time for them to visit these areas, meet people and take drastic action to protect its land and territories from these people with evil agendas. Bir Singh Tiso from Langhempi and Daniel Inghi from Hamren, Karbi Nonglai. Fed up with decades of neglect and deprivation by successive governments and leaders, villagers of Lumsajar village, about 15 kilometers away from Jirikindeng, inside the Amreng MSC constituency, constructed road on their own. Our correspondent has sent us this report. According to the villagers, there are over 60 families in this village, and the sale of bamboos and its products are the main source of livelihood of the villagers. Among them, one Vidaram Terang and his family sell out rupees 1,20,000 out of the years of savings and donated it towards the construction of the road for the village. Further, their village can be counted as one of the oldest village in the hill districts of Karbi Anglong, as according to the villagers, the village is more than 100 years old and had been there when the Britishers visited in one of their expedition during the colonial rule in India. The villagers, however, lamented of continued neglect by the successive governments and parties in power at the local autonomous council and shared their pains and hardships due to the absence of good roads and other basic infrastructure and facilities. Talking to media, the villagers informed that they were forced to take up the construction work by themselves due to the extreme hardships faced by villagers to go to market and other equally important works. The villagers further informed the construction of the road was carried out by villagers themselves, during which elders, women, widows and youths equally participated to make the village road smooth and motorable. The villagers, however, urged upon the present leaders of Karbi Anglong Autonomous Council for their intervention and measures towards solving their daily hardships and communication problems. Something in this report from Jirikindeng for Karbi Anglong Live. In order to seek blessings from their ancestors, the family of former KAAC chairman Bida Singh Togbi had on Sunday performed the Sarang Thok ritual. It is believed that the Karbis could gain prosperity in life and a good situation for works if they get the blessings from their ancestors. During the ritual, all members of the family, accompanied by relatives and friends and several members of the village, joined together and paid homage to the departed souls of Bura Togbi and his wife Kade Kropi, the family's great-grandparents. On being asked by our correspondent, the head of the family informed us that this ritual had made its place in the Karbi community since time immemorial. He also stated that once there were an old couple who were very ill-treated by their children, daughters-in-law. Unable to bear the treatment they were facing, the couple went away from the house, taking along with them all good fortune for the family. Later, the youngest son of the couple performed the Sarang Thok, or he paid respect to them and requests and pleaded for good fortune. Happy with the egg of their son, the couple gave their blessings for a good life.
Nangke plangke how aku pilih kang duhut amun pi la pena supo tum apia pu phan ke chanana thekhe la so joine aning ke oisi la tum pilih pen damho aso phiga lang litum duk pik lo la so pen am korte ki bisi bang si apia pu phan chiri dun pen se patai hini ke thom ke hela da phisi wang lo ka selang litum phan thok lo jir lo aselang litum borkan kilo ansi api asumar tumun pitunta an om ta keculong la sopen si sinek penge tulah hello asenang poli si kami bor ka johang chukle ma link awar cycle long ji phan aminu gido ji phan si saran thok ke claim asi pini dar militum ta saran thok lo mili pusar buratok bi kapente mili pusar ade kopi phan si militum pini ladak militum hembang doan lang si saran kopi bi.
Samsung Tea from Dongmuka, Karbi Anglong Live. The youths of Nilip had on Sunday organized a one-day food fest at Sanglang Kihat. It was held under the initiative of the Nilip Longri Riso Okarjang Kachalangamais Richomeli branch. According to the organizers, the youth team had to come up with the idea of a food fest to raise funds for the youth camp to be held from February 4 to 7, 2021. The team had faced big financial constraints in the last financial year as it has not been favorable for any productive work to be smoothly accomplished. The group was headed by Richomeli Riso Nimso President Hilary Tiso, Secretary Gina Ingtipi, Finance Secretary Malin Kropi, and Richomeli Pastor John Ingti, Deacon Relip Killing, and others. Showing their support to the youths working in the name and for the cause of Christ, hundreds of people attended the food fest and bought their meal. The youth leaders had thanked everyone for being a part of their event. The organizers told that they managed to generate funds amounting between 20 to 30,000 rupees.
Labangso protest kibi bangkela hello. Pini nilitum Richomeli the teachers aro ateke riso korjangame tum atekela non mangkele ji thang tarik pripen tarik proxy an ateke youth game of harman upon tangka sabo akadure doko posila nilitum labangso youth game kapimanje phan posi labangso podcast bilo lapen ke labangso dem nitum mesen sanglang khat aklamalong dak picnic spot long sinitum dipon lo
nantum kan noi la nantum target hijong kon pini labangso food face pen palong nang to nantum kan hijong
nitum labangso food face ke jo bong pen ke suri inkorapot hongke banbak palong nang posinitum jongpon lo.
Sanjit Cruz report from Jokihola and Samson Ingti from Koilamati, Karbi Anglong Live. And that is all we have with us for today. Thank you for watching Karbi Anglong Live. Have a good day.